Well, we go straight now to our Mozambique market update. Mmoloki Ramaeba is head of Treasury at BancABC. Good morning, Mmoloki.
Morning.
We've been talking quite a lot about inflation. We've just rebased the South African inflation calculation, so that's been a source of discussion. 5.9% is where we're sitting. What's your outlook going? Because there seems to have been quite a big jump. In February, you had a 4.1 rise month on month from 2.1% in January. In fact, it was double.
Yes, we've seen quite a significant rise in inflation in February, and this is due to the recent past. There have been some floods in the southern region, which severely affected the food production around the area of Chokwe, reducing the supply of vegetables. And we think that this has had an impact on inflation going up. That is why we saw a significant rise in February.
When you say the agriculture sector is affected, how quickly does it tend to recover? Because one is aware that Mozambique has been vulnerable to flooding. So how long does it take that sector to recover when there's big damage?
I think it will. There has been some work in progress to get it to recovery. What is comforting is the fact that the local currency has maintained its stability, and we have seen that most of the inflation would be imported from the imports from mainly South Africa. So because of the stability of the currency that we recently experienced, we think there will be a recovery.
Is the basing of your inflation, your CPI, similar to those in South Africa and some other countries? Quite a complex basket, and there's some controversy about whether one includes energy costs, for example, administered prices where the government is actually setting down prices. Is your basket a complicated one, and are you able to compare apples with apples as you go?
It is not really a complicated one. We have a bigger weight of the food in the basket, more especially looking at the lower end of the market. What the government has done is to look at the lower populace and included foodstuff that would really matter to the population down there. That is why when there is agricultural production lower agricultural production, you seem to have inflation going up, because this production is intended to reach to the lower populace. So the vegetable that is the reason for inflation going up, it's the one that it's going towards the lower population.
And let's just to finish off, let's look at the currency outlook, the trend at the moment. You did mention it briefly earlier, and the outlook for the currency.
Medically, it's quite stable. There has been a demand in Jan and Feb that was about $651 million. And the supply was short at 510, and this short market is attributed to just a slight depreciation from 30.47 per dollar in Jan to 30.58 per dollar in February. But in general, we have seen a stability of the currency if you look at the latter part of quarter 4 in 2012.
Bigger question on your GDP. The floods there affecting GDP estimations, or haven't they been that substantial?
No, not really. I think the floods will come to an impasse. The GDP, if you look at the original forecast of 7.5, the country managed to reach the forecast in 2012. So we think that this would come and pass, and the economy would get back to its robust momentum.